Casey Hopkins, tell us how you got on with her, what you thought of her.
Very lovely person, actually. She wasn't somebody she wasn't the person that she's portrayed. I don't think, to be honest with you, the mainstream media portray anybody, honestly, anymore. I think whatever you see, if you're seeing somebody up there and they're on a screen, right, and they're being made to look bad, right, there's a reason for that. It's because they are saying something or doing something that doesn't fit with a narrative or agenda of whoever's in charge wants that agenda to be. Wish I hadn't, actually, because she's the type of person I could quite happily go and get pissed with, to be honest. And
you could contact her again, surely.
Can we mention that?
No.
Right, so
Mum's got her interview hat on today.
right, so sorry.
No, that's all right.
So we're actually speaking the truth for the first time in a long time.
Long time. I know, Mum.
I was trying to take the bloody
Mum
street.
thinks that, but I'm not. Here's my Instagram.
I dressed up tonight.
So did
I
I.
dressed up, look.
Yeah, I know,
Just
Mum.
this.
Everybody can see your cleavage. You don't have to say anything.
So, you're over.
I am.
So,
Why do you do a striptease as
marvellous
well?
guest tonight. Oh, I haven't got my gear.
Well, you don't need any.
Should we
Just
do one-
strip off
should we
your
book-
jacket.
Should we book one I can do fever?
No,
Right, okay.
they just got over vaccinations and everything.
I know, it's a bit of a shock.
I'll
It's
keep
a bit
my-
of a shock.
No, you can stand on the table and strip if you want. I'll film you.
No, the
keep
waiter,
my,
he wouldn't give me, he wouldn't make it. So the thing is, we're all out for a night out tonight, and it's turned into an interview because everybody around the table is so intelligent and aware that, they all needed to be heard. And I'm glad that Tanya has said what she thinks. Maybe it's a lot, to take in at one time, but we'll be back. And, Caitlin, who is our
Instagram guru who
is
takes
amazing
photographs of her food.
because she's away.
But I don't do that, but I don't think Dad would like it.
Oh.
Take photographs of her food. You see,
Oh, yeah.
most people like simple things.
Yeah.
Like going to bed, what's on television.
Yeah.
They don't like the end of the world or hell or the world being in charge of the devil being in charge of the world, or maybe the devil was right, or maybe heaven was wrong.
What the hell do they think is going on?
Well, I think that after everything that people have been through, they must have some doubts
Just don't
as to
have
what
the
they
vax.
hear.
Don't have the vax.
No.
Don't have the vaccination.
Please don't have the
Don't be
vaccination.
7 years old and have a heart attack and drop dead.
When they want you to have it this much, well, you
Now,
what's in it, okay?
people don't like me to say these things, but the thing is,
Well, you've
TV
got
shows,
40
I've always
followers.
been outspoken. That's why they don't want me to go on television, because they know I speak the truth.
That's true.
And
It was
for
when I
some
threatened
reason,
to sue
they
Endemol.
we said we'd sue Endemol, and then I didn't hear a word.
And that was it.
So I had to start my own career as an artist, and that's how I managed.
And it's all
to
my
go in.
fault.
And it's all Mum's fault.
I regret it.
Because she said the Big Brother was a scam.
It was a scam.
And that they knew who would win, and they did.
They
But the
did.
fact is, you don't tell the producers that. And they get me up shit, and I don't get a job since. All I've got to do is strip naked to get one.
And I'm supposed
So-
to I'm sorry about that, I really am. But you're doing well with your paintings.
Yeah, wonderful.
Yeah.
I had a career, but now I paint.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So really, darling.
I wanted
you're
to be
up
Emma
shit
Willis,
creek.
and now I'm up shit. But there you go, that's live.
There's going to be a station like,
Talk TV with Piers Morgan, who wants outrageous people,
to speak.
Truth women.
truth
Right.
women, forget loose women, let's get truth women.
Yeah,
Not
that's
like
good,
Denise
that's
Welch,
good,
who I've
that's
met, who just says, oh, I think something might be wrong. Ding dong, things are wrong, love, And if you don't realise it by now, you never will.
And Carol McGriffin, who just about hangs on the edge. She
Carol
never
McGriffin,
really
who
tells
says,
the truth.
Mum, she follows Mum because Mum says the truth, and Carol says she admires Mum, but she doesn't want to lose her job,
Exactly.
so therefore
I don't
she sticks
blame
with
her.
the rules. Hey, that's the truth of it. I stayed with Carol McGriffin for 3 weeks.
You were attached to her for 2 days.
I was attached with her for 2 days. We had to go to the toilet together.
They were
So,
tied together.
and she had OCD like you wouldn't believe. But she managed to survive. And I made it, she said she slept in a bed with a hole in it. But we've all got a story. But the fact is, today, you haven't seen this in quite a while. But yeah, the more outspoken you are, the less they want you to talk. But it's time that somebody leaded the people who are outspoken. So this is the first video of many. I don't give a shit of what people might say about this video today, because the fact is that somebody needs to say something. And if if people don't understand that, that's up to them. But the help you. If you've been vaccinated and you don't feel well, that's why you've been vaccinated. Somebody needs to be a spokesperson for this world that we live in. And the fact is, who is there? All they care about is stepping up the ladder, like Rylan and Emma Willis and all that lot. They don't care about the honest today 9 to 5 people who work every day, who had faith in their system. But I'm sorry, the system doesn't work. And if we keep pretending it does, then we're living in denial. And that's what people are starting to realise. They're starting to open and be outspoken and realise that I'm not very well. Why is that? Because I've had a vaccination. I've had 4 boosters. Oh my God, I'm going to have a blood clot and have a heart attack. Well, I'm sorry to say that that's possible, because that is the side effects of the drug that you've been given. So I don't want to be awful, but I have to tell the truth, and I've got to say how I feel. And Tanya wants to say something now. What do you want to say?
They have never, ever, ever had your interests at heart. They can tell you they've got your interests at heart. You know.
Who are these people though, Tanya? Who are they?
Well, our government, our mainstream media, even our brainwashed medical staff. You know, they haven't gone to university to learn about looking after you or caring about your health. They've gone to university to be brainwashed for 7 years.
But why are the hospitals sparse and there's no one in them?
Well, they're empty because
But they're supposed to be chock-a-block with people dying.
This is the propaganda. This is the propaganda that keeps people queuing up at these vaccination centres. They keep taking and taking and taking an experimental gene therapy, because it is not a vaccination in the standard sense at all, right? That spike protein, okay, is being injected into you, and it is migrating right the way around your body, and it's turning you into a little spike protein factory, okay? So you're walking about with a little spike protein factory, and in children 11 to 16, for example, 21.5% is migrating from the site of the injection into that child's liver cells.
What about the computer side of things?
Oh God!
Yeah,
I mean, you know, you've got your graphene oxide in there, tearing its way through your blood vessels. What do you think, like razors? Imagine tiny razors in your blood vessels. What do you think that's going to do?
Basically, you can't believe everything you hear, and you can't believe doctors anymore, because they only believe in what they want to believe. And if there's tablets that you should be on, they'll give you tablets that they're being paid to promote and to give you. So basically, the system doesn't work. We all know it doesn't work. And unfortunately, we've got to find a way of being bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, even though the system, unfortunately, isn't working. But we have a voice, and people like Tanya and my mother can tell people. Yes, you can have your 5 minutes.
I just want to interrupt.
Don't strip though, okay?
No, I won't strip. I just want to remind you that we have a helpline in Cardiff, which is on my Twitter, and we give we give advice to anybody who feels suicidal, anybody who's feeling bad, and we will give you advice. And this is funded by Lauren's paintings. So have a look at Lauren's site, laurenharries.com, and because this helpline is funded by Lauren's paintings. And once again, it was lovely speaking with you this evening, and I love you all. And Tanya says hello.
Tanya says hello and goodbye.
Right.
And so does Caitlin.
Bye.
So do we all. And I'll just do a little smile though your heart is aching. Smile though it's people around are not used to it. Smile though your heart is aching. Smile even though it's breaking. When There are clouds in the sky, you'll get by if you smile through your fear and sorrow. Smile and maybe tomorrow you'll see the sun come shining through. For you light up your face with gladness, hide every trace of sadness. Although a tear may be ever so near, that's the time you must keep on trying. Smile, what's the use in crying? You'll find that life is still worthwhile if you just smile.